Shane, you know when you find yourself in Egypt in an ancient tomb and you find a mummy, but he's still a little gooey?
Yeah.
And then you find a giant book, a giant gold book.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Because I keep finding myself in it and I don't know.
Well, what I did last time is instead of reading anything out of the book, I just turned the gooey mummy into jerky and sold that shit on the black market.
So much grosser than I thought you were going to go.
So yeah, just make your mummies into jerky. Yeah. And sell it. Like, it's yummy stuff, man.
I can't believe I hadn't thought of it.
Man.
Anyway, we're talking about the 1999 Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz classic, The Mummy.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that, you guys should rate and review this podcast on podcasting sites and share it on all social media platforms.
Yeah.
So we can build a listenership.
Yeah, if you want to see this show grow and you want to help us out, give a quick little rate and review on whatever podcatcher you're listening to this on, and give it a share with your friends, man. Anybody who likes
30
movies,
seconds. That's it.
And who likes to listen to two morons talk about movies.
It's true,
and we're those morons. And
we really should retitle
people.
this podcast again, Two Morons Talking About Movies.
Yeah, no, that'll just be the subtitle.
Yeah, that's the Patreon. Is we'll talk about really highfalutin movies, but the whole time we'll do it like we're two old men. We'll just be like, I didn't know if I liked the cinematography.
That's what we're doing right now.
Bit.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. But we'll get old age makeup this time and actually like fully do it. Anyway,
oh god, I hate doing old age makeup. I had to do it for a show when I was in high school, and I did it myself. I did my own makeup every night, and it was the worst.
I never had to do any intensive makeup stuff. Oh, well, that's not true. One time I had to be like beat up, but even then that was like 5 minutes. They had to do like a black eye and like blood on my mouth and stuff, and that was it. And
I could have helped you out with that.
That's what I told everybody. I was like, anybody in that audience will take a swing at me. You know what? Like, anyway, The Mummy. So this movie is.
Why are we talking about this, Spencer? Why are we talking about?
Okay, yes, thank you. It was announced that Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are coming back for a Mummy 4 directed by the Radio Silence guys.
Yeah.
They did Ready or Not, the Scream 5 and 6, and Abigail most recently.
Yeah.
And that filled you and I with a level of excitement that I don't think either of us could quite explain. I was giddy.
See, now, I disagree with one thing you said. They're not making The Mummy 4. They're making The Mummy 3.
Fair point.
Because if you ask me, Mummy 3 don't exist.
That is the funniest caveat to this. Is I think I am going to be fascinated how they title this. My guess is it's going to be like The Mummy Reloaded or some bullshit like that.
The Mummy returns again.
Yeah. The Mummy returns again.
They gotta go back to Egypt.
Oh, I agree.
They gotta go back to, or at least Africa.
Yeah, so they gotta do something cool.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I personally read that news and immediately texted you and was like, "Holy shit, it's happening!"
Yeah.
Because you and I adore this first Mummy movie so much.
Yes.
I think I have seen it like 30 times.
I'm sure I'm right there with you.
I watch it. I watch it at least once a year.
Yeah, same. I watched it like recently.
Yeah. It's because it's the best.
Yeah.
I would legit, and this is not me being like nostalgia bait. I've seen this as an adult a lot. I would hold this up to any adventure film there is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
no,
is the CGI a little dated? Of course it is. Is the cultural representation bad? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but it's not good in Indiana Jones.
Exactly. No, exactly. It's not good in Indiana Jones either. Like, I don't know. This movie, I have the funniest path to finding it, and it does involve The Mummy 3, Rise of the Dragon, or Return of the Dragon Emperor, or whatever it's called. We were having like a sleepover with my cousins, and we all wanted to watch something like vaguely spooky, but I was a scaredy cat baby.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I think it had just released on demand or something. Remember On Demand? And so like my aunt was like, you could watch, I think she thought it was the first Mummy movie.
Ah.
And so she's like, just watch this. And so the first one I saw was like the third one, the one that doesn't have Rachel Weisz, that is like, it's genuinely pretty bad. However, that one is nostalgia for me. I can't help it. I just like watching Brendan Fraser run around with a Tommy gun.
Yeah.
Like, that's fun to me. But not a good movie.
No.
However, it introduced me to The Mummy because I went home from that and was like, Dad, I watched this movie. And he's like, you got to watch the original one. And so that, like, Halloween, we watched The Mummy.
Heck
and it was the
yeah.
greatest motion picture of all time.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you discovered this one?
Not at all. I've been watching this movie since I was a babe. Like, I was 4 when this movie came out, somewhere around there. And I think I've been watching it basically since it came out. Like, that's definitely
fantastic.
like one of those ones that, like, my mom or my dad, specifically my dad, like, if it was on whatever, Stars or
FX.
FX or something, he'd kick that movie on. That's a Sunday afternoon TNT classic if there ever was one. And every
Very
time
true.
it was on the TV when we were growing up. So
Yeah.
I mean, same with like National Treasure. That one was also a big one in this house.
Yeah.
I grew up watching it all the time as a kid, and like, I definitely have rose tinted glasses for the first one. The second one, I have less rose tinted glasses for. I can see it for what it is more than I can the first one, because I just love the first one so much.
But to defend the first one's honor a bit, I actually think it's like really well paced. I think it has a really good script. And I think everyone in that movie exactly knows what they're going for.
Yeah.
So it's like, it feels so cohesive.
Yeah.
Again, for me, the only things that have dated really are like the representation, obviously, and the CGI, obviously. Those things pretty much always date. There are very few movies that like maintain that level of quality. And those ones generally are practical effects movies with like slight CGI enhancements.
And there are good practical effects.
Yes,
the
there
thing
are.
that's frustrating is the practical effects in it are good. The CGI is very bad.
Yeah. I love the like campy, cheesy designs of like the minion mummies in this.
Yeah,
where
man.
you're like, that's a dude in a suit. I love it. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool. In the way they like powder away and like get blown up by the ridiculously sized weapons they use in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that is something I want to talk about. The practical. I can't speak anymore. The practical like blanks they're firing that have like the huge ginormous sparks coming out of them, where they're firing guns with infinite amounts of bullets. Like,
Yeah, man.
I can't help it. That's awesome. So many things there's a very famous one in The Walking Dead where somebody's shooting a shotgun in like 7 consecutive shots over the course of like 3 minutes, and he never reloads. Like, normally that bothers me so much. I can't help it. In this one, it's kind of just awesome. Like, I'm just into it.
It's the Mummy, man.
It's
like,
the Mummy, man.
He's got a fantasy gun that doesn't need to get reloaded.
Exactly. The most important thing we need to talk about is this the sexiest movie ever made?
It's one of them for sure.
Like,
this definitely was like bisexual awakening for me a little bit.
Yeah. Like, if you watch this movie in that scene where they're like waiting by the ferry to come pick them up, and they're like, oh, he's a scoundrel, he's probably drunk, and he shows up looking the most handsome a man has ever looked.
Genuinely.
If you tell me that didn't stir feelings in you a little bit, you're lying. Like, Brendan Fraser is the hottest a man has ever looked in this movie with his knee-high boots and his suspenders. Like, ooh, I love it.
Slutty little boots.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they're the sluttiest. Like, but and Rachel Weisz is the most beautiful a woman has ever looked in a movie. Like, not since like Casablanca has there been close-ups this stunning.
Yeah.
And it's the Mummy.
If only they would have let her have eyebrows in the first one. Her eyebrows are so crazy thin in the first movie.
That is very true. I talk about like character. This is what this movie knew what it was doing. I think it knew it was kind of iconic. when
Yeah.
they were making it. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for most movies. For this one, it works.
Yeah.
Like, this one is quotable. It takes its character introductions so seriously. Like,
Yeah.
so often in movies like this that feel like they should be kind of disposable, they just like cut into a scene and the character's doing something. In this, it's like they drop us in, they set this, like when we meet Rick O'Connell,
Yeah.
it's like they set the scene of like, here's this place he's at, here's all this garrison of men,
Yeah.
here's this commander, he runs away, Rick O'Connell has to take charge, right? Like, it draws you into the scenario and then puts you in the shoes of the character. The exact same thing with Rachel Weisz, Evie, where it's
Yeah.
like that library scene is so iconic,
Iconic. Like fully iconic.
amazingly practical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they literally just destroyed a library for
They
this.
did that in one shot.
Yeah, well, they had to.
They had to.
Like, if they messed that up, it was a full day reset because
Yeah.
it's a crazy shot.
Yeah.
This and again, the dialogue, the action sequences, the music, like
Yeah.
it feels like they knew they were making an iconic movie when they did
And they
this.
were remaking an iconic movie. You know what I mean?
Totally, yeah.
So I think that had something to do with like really taking it seriously in the way that it deserved.
Yeah.
Because like they were remaking a movie, a stone cold universal classic at that point.
You know, the craziest part about that is that
What?
it takes more inspiration from the sequel to The Mummy, the originally. It is way more similar to that other one,
Yeah.
in a very funny way. But I totally agree. I think they knew. They were like, okay, this is because I'm at this point, Bram Stoker's Dracula had come out like a year before.
No,
2
it would've
years
been several
before?
years. It would've
Yeah.
been several.
So it's like we had one of those. I think
Mary
there was
Shelley's
also Mary Shelley's Frankenstein
would have come out. They would have had all of those would have happened.
Yeah, and look, I
earlier.
love Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think that movie is like an actual masterpiece. This is the one that I feel has like people have consistently loved throughout the years.
7 years. Bram Stoker's Dracula came out in 92. This came out in 99.
Wild. Okay, yeah. So, but we were in this little bit of a renaissance of these remakes at the very least, you know? And they continued to do them.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein came out in 94.
Yeah.
So this was a few years after that kind of like
Yeah.
chunk
But,
of...
but whoever went, let's make the Mummy a la Indiana Jones, genius. That's a great idea.
Let's make it fun instead of
Let's
like...
make it swashbuckling, you know?
'cause,
Like,
I think like Bram Stoker's Dracula, it takes its source material very seriously,
Yes.
but also makes it like sexy and weird and
Yeah.
cool.
kind of
And then I think,
surreal and...
like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein kind of tries to do the same thing, but also tries to go Shakespeare with it in a way that
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Totally.
And this movie was like, fuck it. Like, let's just make
we're
it
just
fun.
we're doing our own thing. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like Emotep, I believe, is the name of the Mummy in the first one. Also, like, so it's they're like, we're gonna take that
Anaxuna
idea.
Moon is the same. Like,
Yeah.
I think they take a lot of the same kind of framework of the
Yes.
arc, but then they
the
they change a lot of the
resurrecting
details. Yeah.
Anaxuna Moon from
Yeah.
like that is all the same, but it is done in an entirely different and a much bigger way.
Yeah.
This movie's awesome. Like, this is a weird one to talk about. It's weird when we talk about like our favorite ones that are just movies we've seen a million times. But
I know. I was
like-
genuinely worried about this conversation because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to say other than I love it.
Yeah. Well, this thing, but I want to talk about the script for a little bit because,
Yes,
like,
please.
I would genuinely love, and I need to track down and see if I can find a copy of it online.
You could.
Because I want to know how much of some of these, like specifically between Rick and Benny, like those two characters, I want to know how much of like some of that stuff was just found on the day.
Yeah.
Like like the moment I'm thinking of specifically is when he throws him off the boat.
Yeah.
Like if they decided to play that, like you're so right, or if
Yeah.
he just in the script grabbed him and threw him off the boat.
Yeah.
Because so much of these characters feel like they were like designed for these actors.
Yeah.
Like, you're on the wrong side of the river. Like that line
Yeah.
is definitely in the script, but there's no way they thought it would be as iconic as it was.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that where I would be so fascinated to know where this came from, because this feels like one where they were just like, wait, can I try this? Can I try
Yeah.
something? Like the moment when he runs away from the like Legionnaire mummies and he just like hops over the water and he like twinkle toes it a little, like where he's like doo-doo-doo-doo, like jumping. So funny.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that where it's like I would love to know what in the script, like if they knew then, or if it when they got on set they were like, wait, if you're going to be delivering lines like this, like you're going to hold up the cat and like make it a funny moment. If you knew, I don't know.
There's
things
so
like that.
much comedy in it that like that all works for the most part. That I'm like, they have to know that this movie is going to be funny in that way.
Totally,
because there's so much of it.
Yeah, it's also huge. Like the scene where they're gonna execute Rick.
Yeah,
it's like a massive set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that's like a real place somewhere that they were able to film in, but like it is huge.
Big.
The same with the library, the same with all of the museum stuff. Like this movie's, this is the type of movie they will never make again.
Everything in the tombs and stuff.
Everything in the tombs, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never make movies like this again.
No, they'll be in the fucking volume.
Yeah, they'll be in the volume. They'll AI background characters, so they don't have to pay actors to be stunt people. Like, look, as much as I have kind of a disdain for the Last of Us show, they do a lot practically and then add CGI elements to increase scale. They use a lot of CG elements that are like mostly comping. Like they're filming real stunt people running as the clickers for the like giant crowd scenes. And then putting those into a space that they don't have, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that I can stomach. It's still not as good as this.
No.
Like the Battle of Winterfell is another thing that I don't love, but the scale of it is ginormous.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give them that. The sets are massive. The crowds are big when they're filming. They just CGI to extend it to like an insane massive amount. But like, we're not getting another Lord of the Rings. We're not getting another like Mummy where there's just like 80 to 100 people riding on horseback through the desert, falling off their horses and stuff. Like, we're not getting that anymore.
Yeah.
And I do mourn that quite a bit, and I really hope these the Radio Silence guys come in and really take that element of the scale of it seriously.
Yeah.
Because this movie's got scale.
Yeah. A ton of it.
And I think that's the best. Also, as much as the CGI has dated, I do kind of love when he every time he unhinges his jaw to be 2 feet long. It makes me happy.
Patrick H. Willems, his review of the movie, is like, I love how his main power is making his jaw 4 feet long.
Yeah, yeah, dude. The giant, and I love that he does it in the giant face in the sand that's chasing them. He still makes his jaw huge.
Shout out to the actor who plays Imhotep, because he really fucking goes for it. Like,
oh yeah,
he's not holding
Arnold Vozola. I can't.
I trust you.
He's sending it.
He is fully going for it every single time. Like, he is not holding anything back, and I love that. Genuinely, I love that. His performance, like, he's like super over the top with it, but in a way that like this super requires, because he's this ancient evil like demon prince. Like, he should be insane looking. Yeah, and he is.
It feels melodramatic in the right way, you know?
Yes,
it's awesome.
This is a melodrama. Like, this is a melodrama.
Yeah, dude. When literally it's a melodrama to the point that it has the damsel in distress or whatever chained to an altar that he cuts with a sword.
Yeah.
And like, I love this movie so much.
It's a classic, dude.
Yeah,
it looks great. I think
it does look great.
I think it's shot really well for the most part. Like, I think the only times that it doesn't look good is when there's too much CGI on screen. Yeah. Man, like, there's one CGI element that every single time absolutely sends me because it's so bad. And I think all the CGI is varying levels of pretty good to kind of bad. There's one that I think is truly awful in the first one. It's when they say the thing that makes him mortal, and the chariot comes down.
Yes.
And like, he's like, "Wah!" And then it rides back up the staircase, and his body is like, immortal soul is like, "Ugh!"
Yeah.
It looks awful, man.
So
it's
funny.
So funny.
Yeah.
And I love it. I genuinely love it. It adds there's such a nostalgia for that kind of bad CGI that is so of that time. I love it.
Yeah, dude. How does it hold up as a like horror movie? Because it's obviously not trying to be like horror, but it does exist in that genre.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good like intro to horror movie, you know?
I think that's a really good description.
Yeah.
Because look, I've seen it 100,000 times.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, it does absolutely nothing for me. I know I could quote this movie left, right, and center. I know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
There are some moments that are genuinely like creepy or like spooky or, you know, everything to do with him like sucking people's souls out.
Yeah.
There's the scene with the like head Egyptologist guy, and he's like running through the streets of Cairo with the book, and he's like afraid he's gonna get, and there's like the moment where he like crosses the big long hallway and we see Imhotep like far in the background, and then it cuts to the close-up on the Egyptologist dude's eyes, and then as he walks away from screen, Imhotep's right behind him. I love that shot. I think it's like really super practical. I think I imagine all of that was done in camera. Like I've done similar things in my crappy horror movies I made years ago, I think it's really practically done, and it still really works. And like for for somebody just getting into horror elements, or like a little kid or something like that, that'd be spooky as hell.
Yeah, I think of the scene with the guy with the glasses when he trips. And so it's like all blurry, and it's kind of the first time we're getting the mummy, you know, where he's just in the background, and you see him full body, but you can't see any details. It's like that sequence is like, okay, that's pretty spooky. That's a good setup sequence.
Yeah. I mean, like him getting his eyes and tongue cut out, and he's like, scary. That was scary for me as a kid.
Yeah, that bit has always scared me, and then always scared me. It scared me the first time I watched it, and then like as a kid too, whenever Rick thinks he's gonna die at the beginning, and then the sand starts like shooting up around him. Always freaked me out as a kid, just because I was like, I don't like it. It's spooky.
Spooky.
But yeah, like for the most part, this plays just as an action comedy. But I do think they take care to have the horror elements in it. Yeah. You know, like when she's reading from the book, and like they play that scene like a horror movie scene.
Yeah.
And I think that's a smart move. And I the sequel does not do that. The sequel is like just an action adventure movie.
Yeah.
To me, at least, with maybe the worst or what people view as the worst CGI of all time.
It's funny because I think the CGI overall is better in the sequel. There's just so much more of it.
Yeah.
That the times where it's bad is really bad.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking very famously about the Scorpion King thing at the end is like, which by the way, a lot of that looks okay. It's the face. It's the rock face that just the CGI was not ready for that.
And the torso that were like the actual textures on the model like stretch and bend in really ugly ways. Like every part of the scorpion that is the scorpion looks pretty good. It looks all right.
For the time, looks pretty good.
It's the human elements that are like super PlayStation 2 cinematic.
Yeah. Also, have you seen the Scorpion King movie?
Yeah, I've seen it a bunch.
I've seen it 3 times, I think. I
watched it a lot as a kid.
Yeah. Well, as a kid, it's the coolest thing ever. It's like giant guy running around being badass. Like,
I remember that movie being really horny, and me being a horny little kid. I was like,
you're like, yeah. It's so funny that that's the Scorpion King movie they made after this, because the Scorpion King's like just a villain in the movie, in the Mummy movie. It's anyway, that means nothing and does not matter. It's just always kind of made me chuckle. Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, like, they definitely planned that together. They were like,
we'll
for
sure,
this, and then we'll do that. You know what I mean? Because they came out like a year out, like the next year. So it's very much like co-produced, like I don't think at the same time, but like very close to each other.
I will always be slightly thankful for the Scorpion King because it gave us that great hoodie in Nope. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they reference Scorpion King a couple of times in the movie Nope, and I love Nope. If you don't like Nope, you're not cool. Like, I'm sorry, that movie's awesome. And also so much better than people give it credit for. Like, a movie can be awesome and also bad. That is not the case of Nope. Nope is like incredible. The movie's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's spend 30 minutes on Nope.
I could right now. I show everyone I can that movie who's like, I haven't seen it. I'm like, well, you're missing out. So come over and we'll watch it.
Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Don't ask me about the monkey. Live with it.
Yeah. Don't.
The monkey's the most obvious connection thing, and I will never understand why people don't get it.
What do you mean?
Like what the monkey means in Nope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like everyone's like, what was with that? And I was like, guys, what? Like,
yeah.
That whole anyway.
I hated it. I hated watching that in the theater. That was awful.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like it's scary.
Great.
And
but
it's also
great.
scary in a horror movie. Like genuinely, and it makes sense thematically. Like
that's what I mean. Is it's like it's so good. It's like awful. Like you don't want to watch it, but it's incredible. Yes. Anyway, The Mummy. What does he mean when he says Rosebud? Yeah, what is he? Yeah, let's just talk about other movies now.
Let's talk about famously misunderstood things in movies.
Oh, Rosebud. I just don't care for Citizen Kane. Can I say that?
You can.
It's not that I don't care for Citizen Kane. I just think like I
think there have been 30 better versions of Citizen Kane since Citizen Kane. I think Citizen Kane is a landmark achievement in the history of cinema. Yeah. I just don't think it's really enjoyable to watch from a 2025 pair of eyes.
That is my opinion on it. Like from a film history, from what it did for filmmaking, I really love that movie. I just don't care about the story at all. Because like you watch like another like hyper famous, maybe as famous, Casablanca. And like Casablanca has great filmmaking, and also the movie rules. Like I love Casablanca.
More enjoyable. Like it's more enjoyable to watch with 2025 eyes.
Anyway, bad cinephile here. Anything mummy wise? Do you have any like favorite moments we haven't discussed yet? Because every 10 minutes there's something in this movie that it's like core memory for me.
One thing we haven't talked about is the sound, not specifically the score.
Yeah.
I think every sound effect in this movie is perfect.
Yeah.
Everything that they're doing with sound design.
All the bug sounds.
All the squeaky, creaky mummy is all good shit, man. The sound of the tombs is all perfect. The sound of the mummies and the crunchy, creepy, crackly crap.
The diggers melting, like all of that, like the psh, like all of that stuff works.
All of it sounds so
I love the
good.
gun sound effects. They're so campy.
Yes, dude. Yeah, the punches are like old school Indiana Jones punches, like where it sounds like somebody with the largest fist ever hitting a fucking fucking cow carcass, you know what I mean? Like it is just absolutely insane, and it's all perfect, and it adds such an enjoyable element on top of it.
Totally. Also worth noting is this movie does the sequel thing in the first one, wherein it goes, there's a line where he goes, "Here we go again." In the first movie, like how they managed to pull that off in a way that, because normally that'd be the sequel, that'd be like the line that's in the sequel, I think somewhere. Like, I just love that. That makes me laugh because watching it this time, I was like, that should have been in the sequel. Which is funny because The Mummy Returns is maybe the prototype of just remaking the first one as the sequel.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I like The Mummy Returns. That movie is a bunch of fun. It's just like kind of dumb, like in a way that the first one isn't dumb.
Yes. I really liked The Mummy Returns as a kid.
Yeah.
And I even remember like really enjoying it the last time I watched it, which was probably a few or several years ago. I rewatched it and man, I did not feel the same. I did not like now I think the Mummy is a good movie.
Yes.
But I still know I have nostalgia goggles for it. I know this.
Yeah.
I have no nostalgia goggles for The Mummy Returns. Like I still, there are things that I enjoy about it, I think, but I think it's because it's all the same things that I enjoy about the first one, which is like the casting and like I think the action
character
is like,
dynamics.
Yeah. I think the action is like bigger and maybe better in certain respects in the second one.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like shot with a little bit like the camera's doing more fun things in the second
They
one.
definitely had more money, so they could spend it on bigger set pieces. Like
For sure. And I think that's the funny thing is I think the CGI is better at times in the second one. But it's also worse at other points. Like I thought I would enjoy this movie more than I ended up enjoying it. Just like it's the part where it really breaks down for me is it's a little too long. The second one's like long. It feels long.
It's only a few minutes longer than the first one, but I totally agree with you. The way it is structured, like it makes it feel.
The minute they get into that jungle, I'm like, all right, let's get me out of this jungle.
There's like 2 or 3 full set pieces in the jungle.
Yes. And like, everything with the little guys, it does absolutely nothing for me. Like, I don't know, man. Like it's that, like where I was like that is the point where I'm like checking my watch, like, all right, let's get to the temple. Like, let's do the thing.
Yeah, and the temple design work is just better, and it's more fun to be. That's the thing. We watch a mummy movie, we want to be in a tomb, we want to be in a temple
with the
or
mummies.
something. With the mummies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. I had another thought on the second one. The second one, we were talking about action in the second one. That's what it was. It has several action beats that when I think of these mummy movies, I think of this one. And it's when like she throws the snake at him and he catches it and grabs it and throws it back.
Yeah.
And then the knife and he like whips around and catches it by the tip of the blade.
Good shit.
And
that's good.
Like that's the kind of stuff where when I think of when the bus, I think of a little bit because when he gets on the bus and he's like, I hate mummies. And then he climbs up to the roof.
The bus works for me.
Yeah, the bus is cool.
Yeah.
Because isn't there that shot when they like go over something and he has to like lay down and it crashes over That's awesome. That is such a great action beat. But the Scorpion King fight at the end is super disappointing and like
there's a couple of like reversals in there that I think like work pretty well for me. Like Jonathan gets the spear and he throws it and then the fucking catches it. But then they do the same thing again.
Yeah.
where like he throws it and then Rick knocks it away.
Yeah.
Like they kind of just do the same thing again. And I'm like,
is this the origin of the giant CGI army?
It can't be, but it feels like it is.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there has to be one before this, but like I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there not a giant CGI army in the first one? I can't remember. I don't think so. Right?
Not a giant one. Not that they have to like go up because all those dudes, the big third act set pieces, like the guys in the like rubber suits, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's like 12 dudes. Yeah, it's not.
I had that. I know there's one before this. I know there's a giant CG army before this, but I genuinely can't think of it. So please, if anyone knows the origin of the giant faceless CGI army, because like that set piece has a couple of pretty cool, like when he throws the sword.
Yeah,
and it like stuff like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
It also has quite a few line readings that are like burned into my brain. Like whenever what's his name? The guy in like the red cloak that uses the sword the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whenever he's like not bad for a magi. Like that has always been something that's like stuck in my head. Like
but that's what I'm saying, like the things that I like about the first one just hold over into the second one, which is like the casting and the performances like across the board are good.
The writing and all that stuff.
Yeah, like it's and like the writing to a lesser extent. I think the writing is
I think
worse
the plot writing is worse. I think the character writing is just as good.
Yeah.
You know, like all of them still feel very much like themselves.
How do you feel about Evie and being Nefertiti and
couldn't care less about it at all?
Yeah, it's like that kind of, and they spend a lot of time on it.
They need to give her more to do, and they need to evolve her character. And I understand the inclination of like, okay, well, let's make her in on the action.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you the opportunity to do some fights. It gives you the opportunity to like pad out some backstory and some like context for it all.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like kind of counter to the first one.
Yeah, it really like okay, wait, if she's the reincarnation of Nefertiti, sorry. Nefertiti, then why was because he thought she was a Noxuna Moon.
Yeah.
Like, or at least like wanted to make her an Oxunum. I felt I didn't love that. I was like,
Yeah, no,
it feels like it kind of like changes what happened in the first movie.
I totally agree. It doesn't work for me.
And the fact that an Oxunamun remembers that she's an Oxunamun off screen before the movie starts.
Yeah.
And she just walks on screen. It's like, oh, by the way, I'm an Oxunamun and I know exactly where he is. Let me go find him.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
It is odd. It doesn't. Yeah, this one is weird. The Mummy Returns is a very weird movie that I think.
I don't despise it.
I almost wonder if they knew the Mummy would be as big as it was.
Yeah.
And then so they were like, oh, let's make the sequel. And so then the production was like, you have to do it this fast, and so because Matt Reeves has talked about that. And Matt Reeves is the king of this, considering there's going to be like 6 years in between The Batman and The Batman Part 2.
Yeah.
But he did that for the Apes movies. Like when he came on to do Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, he had a pretty strict schedule he had to keep. It was still more than the usual, like sequel comes out a couple years later. But when he did War for the Planet of the Apes, he told them very specifically, he's like, I just need more time. I just want more time to develop it. I want more time to do it. And I for me, War is kind of it's not as good as Dawn, but it's worth it. That extra time was worth it to make that movie. And I'm hoping that's the truth for the Batman. But my guess is the studio was like, you guys got to do another one of these quick. All of these actors are about to blow up. All of these people, whatever. The other thing that hurts the second one is the son element. I don't really care about that much.
I was just thinking, like, I don't hate it.
He's fine. It's not like a normal, like, I'm also not the person to be like the annoying kid in the project. Yeah. Like, whatever. I don't, it doesn't super matter to me.
Fine. Like, I think the casting is good and he's a good actor. Like, he's doing, like, he's fun. His relationship with the dude in the red, I can't remember. The dude from Lost, which shout out. He'll always be. What's his name in Lost? Yemi?
I don't know. He'll always be that guy from Lost.
Yemi? Is it Yemi?
I haven't seen Lost in 6 years, so maybe more.
Okay, I'm looking this up. But their dynamic is fun and enjoyable. Yeah. And I think this movie does good versions of callbacks to the first one and bad ones, where it's like at the beginning of the movie when the son, I can't remember his name. Alex, when he is in the tomb and he knocks over all of the pillars, just like Evie does in the first movie. That's a callback I enjoy because it's like fun, bigger, wilder one, in the way that like it's like literally larger, but it's like shot the same and like it's this and it's the same thing. From that perspective, I really enjoy parts of there's other callbacks like that I think like really work. Yeah. And then there's a lot of it where it's just like, man, you're just remaking it. You're just like even the story beats are the same.
The giant face chasing them is like the exact same thing.
Instead of the sand, it's the water. Like
yeah. Again, it feels like, I don't know if I talked about this, it feels like the prototype of the same movie made again but bigger, and you change some of the colors on the paint by numbers. Like, that's what it feels like. Yeah. And that's like a bummer, even though I do enjoy the second one. When I watch the first one, I often am like, I'll put on The Mummy Returns. Like, why not? I'll go on another adventure. Like, that is kind of my feelings on this movie. Other than that, have you heard who people want to play Alex in the fourth one?
No, who?
So, remember when Superman came out and everyone was like, that guy looks like Hayden Christensen and Brendan Fraser had a baby? Let's make David Corenswet play Alex in this next movie. Wouldn't that rip?
That would rule.
Dude, he would fit so well into that world. I want that so bad.
Yemi was his name in Lost.
Yemi, okay, yeah. I want that so bad. Anyway, that's my last. Any other thoughts on The Mummy?
No, I love it very dearly. Yeah. I will watch it once every year or every other year for the rest of my life, and I will enjoy it every single time.
Yeah, the first Mummy, absolute like perfection in what it's doing.
Club
You know,
classic.
like, yeah, one of the great adventure movies, in my opinion. The Mummy 2, a fun enough flick that is very flawed. The Mummy 3, maybe don't watch that one.
Well, the Mummy 3 is about to come out.
Oh, you're right.
So
the Mummy from the alternate universe, maybe don't watch that one.
yeah. It's crazy to me to think that they would make that movie and not or like that Rachel Weisz not being included.
She chose not to return.
Sure, but that would be enough for me to not make it. You know what I mean?
I completely agree.
She's so core to what those movies are.
Well, and it's does this next one just disregard that and legitimately just be the Mummy 3? That's how I would handle it.
That's how they should. Just do a Halloween and just I don't know what happened with all those other ones.
Yeah.
This is a new one.
I agree. You and I also talked about it's really funny that there's a Blumhouse Mummy movie that came out, but apparently, so I did some looking into this. I think it had a test screening and didn't get very high scores or something, so they're considering a title change to try to shift the perspective on it a little bit. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it's been done long enough filming wise to have a test screening, but that was one thing I heard people talking about, thinking that might be the case. Is trying to pivot.
Describe what you're talking about a little bit. Give it a little bit of backstory.
Blumhouse made a Mummy movie. It was literally when it was announced, and the filming title was The Mummy.
Yeah,
and then 2 or 3 weeks before this announcement of the Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz Mummy 4 or whatever it will be, they changed the title to The Resurrected, I think is what it is, the Resurrection or something like the Resurrected, and everyone was like, that's weird, okay. And then they moved on, and then this got announced. And so you and I were talking about, we're like, do you think it was because they got wind, industry back channel kind of stuff, that this movie was going to happen? And so they're like, okay, we don't want to fight them over the Mummy title, which is they could both use it, but
especially
it feels
there's time, and because
it'll be years in between.
Unless
the Resurrected gets pushed a bunch and they do a bunch of reshoots, and then it will be closer and closer. It will still be years in between.
Yeah,
my guess is there's not a finished script yet for the Brendan Fraser one,
or it's not. I agree. I think if there is a script, it's not finished.
Yeah, my guess is it's a treatment. They have a treatment of some kind that then they gave to the actors, and the actors went, okay, but I want these things changed.
Yes,
that would be my guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you and I also talked about this. I think is very important. I don't think either of us care if this new Mummy movie is good or not. We're just happy to have another Mummy movie, but it'd be really nice if it was good.
I want it to be good.
I want it to be good. Don't make no mistake. I'm just excited either way.
Yeah.
That's my feeling. Is every part of me screams, this is not going to be great.
It's good, fun people involved. If it was, honestly, if it was Stephen Sommers again, I'd be okay.
I love the Radio Silence guys. I think they make really cool movies, and I think they're perfect for this tone.
Yes.
I'm super into it. Anyway, I guess that's our thoughts on the Mummy.
And bringing a little bit more horror back into it, I think would be cool. Making it actually kind of scary for real.
And I think they probably will.
Yeah.
All right. B segment?
B segment. I have a game, as always. There have been many movies that are in the Mummy franchise in one way or another. And all of those have hold on. My computer's telling me things. And all of those have taglines. So I'm going to give you some taglines from Mummy franchise movies, and you're going to have to guess what Mummy movie it came from. Are you prepared?
This is going to be fantastic. So I have no excuse on this. I've seen every Mummy movie.
Yeah.
I've seen all the Universal Mummy movies. I've not seen the Hammer ones, so I don't know about those. But
I don't even know. I don't know the distinction. So we're going to find out.
There we go.
Are you ready for your first one?
I'm absolutely ready.
The sands will rise, the heavens will part, the power will be unleashed.
That's the 1999 Mummy?
It is indeed. Very good guess. Good start. Ancient evil returns.
The Mummy Returns?
No.
Oh, crap. I need to know the titles of these. Shit, I don't know the titles of these. The Mummy's Tomb?
Nope. It's the Tom Cruise mummy.
God, I try not to think of that.
I put this presentation together and then I realized, oh wait, this is the wrong name.
Fantastic.
This must be like the German cover or something. Yeah. All right, the next one. The most powerful force on Earth is about to be unleashed by the two people who should know better.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor or something?
No.
Is it Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy?
No. It's The Mummy Returns.
Oh, there we go.
This one is the other title is Adventure is Reborn. And I was like, that's such a boring one.
That's
I
very
really
boring.
liked by the two people who should know better.
Much better, much better.
Is such a corny title or such a corny tagline, and I love it. All right, are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
It has been said that a man's best friend is his mummy.
Oh my God. Is this Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
The other tagline on this poster is they're back in their mummy's arms.
That's also very funny.
It's so dumb. I love it so much. All right, here's the next one. Warrior, legend, king.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
No.
What?
No.
Is it the 1999 one again? Are you tricking me?
It's the Scorpion King.
Oh my God. There's no mummy in that movie.
It's part of the franchise.
Yeah.
I'm always very specific when I say things like that. It's part of the franchise. It is not a mummy movie.
Yeah.
It comes to life.
Is that the original, the Universal classic, The Mummy?
It is. Also, one of the most gorgeous posters of all time.
Oh, the poster is better than the movie. The poster's incredible.
It is genuinely incredible. I think
the color on it.
It's so gorgeous. I think me and Meg own that. We just haven't put it in the house yet, or put it up. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
The Adventure of 1,000 Lifetimes.
Oh my God. I'm gonna just keep guessing Tomb of the Dragon Emperor or whatever it's called.
I'm actually not sure which one this one is, so I'm just gonna go to the next slide.
Okay.
You're right. Let's go. You finally got it. Now you can stop guessing it. You're out of that. Torn from the tomb to terrify the world.
Oh, is that the Mummy's Tomb?
That's the Mummy.
That's the Hammer film one. That's the one I haven't seen.
Okay, well there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's it. Thank you very much. You did pretty good.
I did fine.
So that was Taglines of the Tomb.
Yeah, fantastic name. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Recommendations?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I made a list of good adventure movies from this era that you should watch. Okay, I've got them.
Okay.
I've got 5 recommendations for you. I'm going to go quick. The Mask of Zorro
fantastic.
Is the absolute perfect encapsulation of a perfect adventure movie. That is it's sexy, it's fun, the action rules, it's super practical.
It's funny.
It's funny. That movie fucking rules. Luc Besson is a sack of shit human being and should not ever be working again. The fact that he's actually working and that actors are have you seen that he's making a Dracula movie?
Yeah.
Fuck that movie. Fuck that guy. Fuck those people. But The Fifth Element is, I know you don't care for that movie. I love it very dearly.
I like it more upon a rewatch. I still don't love it or anything, but I do appreciate it a lot more.
I think that movie is a fucking banger. It's absolutely insane. It's, again, sexy, fun, big. It's crazy. I love it.
Yeah. Go to your local library and rent that one so as to not support him.
Yeah. Fucking.
But you get to support the library. So
yeah. Jumanji. Jumanji's a fucking classic. I wouldn't describe that movie as sexy, but that movie is, the action is super fun. The CGI is super bad.
It's like family friendly adventure filming.
It has one of the same actors in The Mummy, in Jumanji.
Yeah.
Jumanji fucking rules. Men in Black. Again, so fun. The action is crazy. The characters are great. The dynamic is a blast.
people have turned on the Men in Black in recent years, and I don't understand why. I was listening
Wrong.
to a
Bad.
podcast. The guy who made Sketch, he's friends with all the Film Riot guys.
Seth Worley.
Yeah, Seth Worley. He went on a podcast talking the movies that made me. It's got Joe Dante and I can't remember the other guy's name. They just talk about 10 movies that like made somebody, and they usually do a theme. And so we went, these are the 10 movies I watched the most growing up, and they were like. They were like, this is they prefaced, they were like, this is the worst list of movies we've ever had on here. And then it had a bunch of really fun movies on there. And like Men in Black was one of them. And Seth Worley was like, I know, but I just watched it all the time. I was like, but Men in Black's good.
Yeah.
Men in Black is a good movie.
It is the character dynamics in that movie are so fucking rock solid.
Yeah,
Like
the performances rule.
yes. Like David Schwimmer was originally cast to be Jay. The idea of David Schwimmer, and don't get me wrong, I love David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
I think he is so underrated as a comedic performer. I think his character is bad, and the only thing that makes it even remotely watchable is because of David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
The idea of him being in that movie is insane to me, though. And the only reason that movie works is because of Will Smith and because of Tommy Lee Jones. And not even that. That movie rules. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And then my last one, the original Mission Impossible. That movie is sexy. That movie is fun. The action rules. That movie rules. Those are my top 5 '90s action adventure. Like obviously we're getting into some different. Mission Impossible is more of like a spy thriller, but
yeah. Still adventure. Still globetrotting.
Yeah. And those are my top 5 from the '90s, kind of specifically.
Yeah.
Go rewatch them, or if you haven't seen any of those, go watch them. They're all fucking bangers.
Great list. I love it.
And Haley Williams' new album is very good. I would not call it absolutely no skips. There are a couple skips on there for me, but it's a really good record. Go listen.
There you go. Okay, my recommendations. I have 2 video games to recommend.
Spencer recommending video games.
I know. It doesn't happen often. I played Hollow Knight.
Ah!
Which, by the way...
The new one or the original?
The original. I had not played the original yet. And my brother loved it, and he got the new one, so he was like, let's... And I could download it for free on the PlayStation thing.
Shit.
So I just downloaded it and played it, and it is incredibly difficult and super fun.
Yeah.
It's like my first like Dark Souls-esque game.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not Dark Souls, but it is like that type of like... It's like very gruelingly difficult, very like finessey and finicky, and... Yeah. I had quite a few crash outs playing that game, but it was so fun, and I haven't been that addicted to a new game in a while.
Yeah.
And then when I finished that, I started The Ghost of Tsushima.
Ah.
So I've played like 2-3 hours of that. So much fun.
Yeah.
That game is gorgeous. That game makes me want to watch every Japanese samurai movie. Like, there's a random mini boss fight in a random encounter you get that has one of the best cutscenes I've seen in a video game in a long time.
Yeah.
Where it's just like this showdown, like he walks up and you're standing there, and it like the way it's cinematic. It is like there's another random encounter where I like jump off a cliff to kill somebody, and as soon as I kill him, it like hard cuts into a flashback, and it's so emotional, and it's a random thing you find in the world.
Yeah.
It is such a good game. I'm so excited to get deeper into it.
Did you change any, there's a
Kurosawa mode.
Yeah, are you doing it in Kurosawa mode?
I am not. I'm going to play a little bit, get a little more, because I've heard it increases the difficulty a little bit because some of the dodging things you can do are now in black and white, so you just kind of have to assume you can't block it.
To be specific, there's a version of the game that you can play that puts it in black and white. It crushes the audio a little bit to make it sound like a Kurosawa, to make it look and adds film grain and to make it look and sound like an Akira Kurosawa samurai movie, which is
my
so
cousin
fun.
told me, he was like, you got to try it out. He said it's really fun, and then he said it's shocking when you turn it back on turn it off because the color pops so hard.
The color's gorgeous in that. The game is truly gorgeous.
It has been so much fun thus far to play. Yeah. So those are my 2 video games, and then I just want to recommend the Criterion Collection sale is currently on at Barnes and Noble.
Okay, good to know.
So you have the entire month of November to go do this. You get 50% off, and these are important movies. Like I always describe a Criterion movie as film school in a box because they have great essays on the movies, great special features, great commentary tracks. Like I believe commentary tracks originated with Criterion.
Really?
Like I believe they were the first company to do that. So I'm going to show you what we got this month. An important movie starring somebody we don't care for, but isn't an important movie. Midnight Cowboy on Blu-ray. Starring a person we don't like and a person we do like. Dustin Hoffman's a very good actor. However, Jon Voight sucks a lot. So, but Midnight Cowboy is an important movie to own and feels like one that, should things continue to go the way they're going, will be very hard to find soon. So we wanted to own it.
First X-rated movie to be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, first X-rated movie to be nominated for an Oscar. It's a queer story, so it's like, it's important. It's one we should own. So we got that. Then David Lynch passed earlier this year, filling out our David Lynch movies. So we got Inland Empire and Lost Highway. Those are the only two Lynch Criterions I didn't already own. So Breck bought these ones. She really wanted them. And then they just released, in honor of Frankenstein, which I also really recommend because that's fantastic, Nightmare Alley on Criterion. This comes with a black and white extended version of the movie. And Del Toro's Criterions are always really good. They always have really good special features. Pan's Labyrinth has one of the best commentary tracks I've ever listened to. I've listened to it 3 or 4 times. It's incredible. So I really recommend any of his movies. Kronos, Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth, The Devil's Backbone, and now Nightmare Alley are all in there. So I highly recommend any of them, but I just picked this up. I don't love Nightmare Alley, but I really want to check out the new cut of it. These
are all my Criterions. I need to add... I have Pan's Labyrinth back there. I need to go listen to the commentary track.
It's fantastic. I haven't listened to that. It's so good. He really gets like poetic about it, but then he talks a lot about how he chooses to like frame things as the movie goes on, and so it's like an eye-opening way to watch that movie. It's really good. Anyway, those are my recommendations. Just some video games and support a sale. Also, go to Barnes & Noble and buy these. As much as Barnes & Noble is also a corporation, it is our last like actual stand against Amazon being the only name in book sales, only big name in book sales. So like support Barnes & Noble during this sale so they keep doing it. And also just support Barnes & Noble. If you're going to buy a book, Barnes & Noble.
Go buy books from World of Books. That is
Is that another one? Yeah.
World of Books is a better one.
There we go.
They do a lot of... they sell a lot of used books and things like that, but they are, as a company, they're really, 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 really cool. Like they've got a whole bunch of different like accolades and stuff for the ways that they structure their company and the way that they treat their employees and the way that they treat the world. If you want to go buy, support Barnes & Noble because it's better than just Amazon, but also go support your local bookstores, as well as
support libraries.
Your libraries are also incredibly important for the love of fucking God. And then also World of Books. If you want an online retailer to find books online, World of Books is a really, really good option.
I know books are getting more and more expensive. Like there's a Joe Hill's new book I really want to read. It's $40 for the hardback. It's ridiculous. So I'm waiting for the paperback. I understand they're expensive, but like, half price books and like if you go to half price books, they get new books and they're usually 20% off. So if you have a half price books near you, go buy new books from like box stores too. Like that's just an important thing. Yeah. Because as soon as Amazon takes over, they're going to highly edit whatever they have to stay in the good graces of whoever's in charge. Yeah. And that's not the point of books and knowledge. Or films or anything. But anyway, that's a little soapbox. Support those places. Yeah. Play some video games. Yeah. Watch a bunch of movies.
Oh, and rate and review the podcast and share.
And rate and review the podcast. Share it. Yeah. We have a good time over here once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a great for on your way to work because, it's just two idiots talking about movies. What's not to like?
I just found out one of my coworkers listens to the podcast regularly, and it sent a shiver down my spine.
Dude, every time somebody like brings up, they're like, I listened to that one. Like my cousin will occasionally, when there's a movie, like when we did Severance, she was really into Severance. So she listened to our Severance one. Yeah. And she was like, I listened to it and this and that. And I was like, this is the worst interaction of my entire life.
If you've gotten this far in the podcast and you know who I'm talking to, stop it. It scares me.
No, genuinely super nice. Anyone who listens. It is, however, super embarrassing for us. Yeah. But anyway, so you have a bunch of video games to watch. You got a 30-second rate and review thing you can do for us. That would be super nice. Movies to watch, music to listen to, places to support. So you should go do those things.
Yeah.
Or don't. I don't know. Live your life.